Yo, what's happening, guys? What is happening? I got my PC back. Finally. And I can actually see what color is on the screen properly this time because my laptop wasn't showing it very well, which is good. All right, we are going to hopefully get this guy to the point where we can varnish and start doing metallics tomorrow. Also, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I can't stream on TikTok. It said that I'm no longer eligible or something. I don't know. Let's start with some dot highlights. Buddha, my dude. The miniature is from the newish Gundam trading card game called Assemble. Korean barbecue. How good's Korean barbecue, man? Yeah, Gundam Assemble. There are 4 starter boxes, and then I think there's also the booster box set that you can get. But I got Xeon Rush with all the Zakus. Don't know what that flicker is on the camera either. Sold out. Dude, let me know, bro. I could probably pick up a box and ship it to you. Oh my lord, I can't say that name. But thank you very much for the follow. Oh, hot neck. Trying your hand at painting camo. It's tough, man. Painting camo is tough. The bot so you want the starter and a booster pack? Yeah, man. I'll see what I can do this weekend. Like, or tomorrow. I could probably do it. I could probably grab it tomorrow. Bear Hunter. That's actually a pretty cool name. It's a bit cooler than BFG Justin, which translates to Battleforge Gaming Justin. Yeah, man. If you honestly cannot find those boxes and you want me to get your box and ship it to you, I'll do it. I'll do it. It'll probably end up being the same price, honestly, because I can get it at General Games for $65. So. Actually, I can open a free pack of Pokemon cards, I'm pretty sure. I'll do it on stream. Why not? TCG trading card. Like the app. Not a real life. Let's see what we get. Yes, I was doing the one with the Umbreon in it. This set came out today. You watch my phone go flat. Yoink. Ah, we got nothing. We got nothing. Boo. Well, that sucked. Yo, Nate, what's happening? Computer is back. Computer's back. I asked the guy, I was like, hey man, what was wrong with it? And he did not give me a definitive answer. So it's not really promising, but I mean, it seems to be running fine. So here we are. Spiky boy. Hoon. How we doing? How we doing? For simple models that are push fit, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Gumpler pile of shame. No. If it's anything like what we have over here with Warhammer, it's a pile of potential. It's a pile of potential. Tiny, my dude. How we doing, son? How we doing? $20 is 20 minutes, bro. What did you get? Spam? Oh, spamming because Tiny came in. Getting told off from Nightbot. Doing good, man. Just painting up Char's Zaku. I started to read the wiki on Char, and they're just like, he's like super charismatic, but he's also mentally pretty fragile. And I was like, ah. Your favorite Gundam character? Who's your favorite Gundam character? Kira Yamato. And what does he pilot? I'll Google. Kira Yamato. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the sword. The one with the sword. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I like a lock-on Stratus. He's from 00, isn't he? I think. Should take this out. Come on. Come apart, model. They call him Jesus. They call Kira Jesus. Why is he called Jesus? Avi, thank you very much for the resub. Oi, why are you meant to stick there? Oh, I know. I got my PC back and I jumped on and looked at the update and they're like, we're going to postpone this because of a tsunami. And I was just like, hang on, what's the tsunami got to do with it? Just push go, just push go. Like, surely the tsunami's, it's a video game. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my PC, and neither do the guys that fixed it. Because when I picked it up, I was like, oh, awesome, man. What was wrong with it? And then he like looked on the transcript of the stuff and it didn't really say. And I was like, cool, bro. Thanks. And then I was like, so I guess I just bring it back in if it doesn't work again. Yeah, I was really looking forward to the new Everdark. But I think tomorrow, the new Everdark is out tomorrow. How did they fix it? I don't know. They just run some diagnostics and I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe old mate that did it just couldn't be asked putting what was wrong with it on the card. I don't know. I definitely don't know. What color are we going to use for the battle damage? That is the question. That is the question. Maybe like a browny grey. We'll mix a brown and a grey together. I think that might be the play. If we go too grey, then it'll match all of the grey that's on the miniature now. And I don't think brown battle damage is going to look good. Your new GPU is never coming. Was it the tsunami has stopped it? No, that's not even that's not the color I want. Where's my Administratum Grey? I was about to do some dot highlights with Dawnstone Grey, and my secondary edge highlight is Dawnstone Grey. They would have been some pretty shit dot highlights. The universe has changed from 30k to Gundam. It has for a bit because the Gundam trading card game came out and I've wanted to paint a Gundam for a long time, but I cannot bring myself to build a full-size Gundam. So these, I would say, are the perfect opportunity to paint some Gundam. Gundam artifacts? Maybe. I don't think I'll be painting I don't think I'll be painting too much Gundam stuff. Unless, of course, somehow this, like, kicks off and then, like, it has to be my new thing, you know? I wouldn't be against painting a shitload of Gundam if, you know, heaps of the Gundam community were like, yo, that's sick. Dude, I would. Yeah, I know the law. I'm so behind on the law. All the questions I ask. I'm like, who's that guy? I'm like, why is Char such a bad guy? People are like, ooh. I'm like, I really like Char. And people are like, that's not the dude you meant to like. Everybody likes him? Oh, okay then. I'm not a snowflake anymore. Damn. All right, we'll do some dot highlights on the machine gun, and then we will start looking at doing the micro battle damage, which is one of the harder things to do. It is honestly one of the harder things to do. I need to make sure that I don't go over the top though. Do not go over the top. Nah, I use decals. I would very much like to put decals on this instead of having to do some freehand, but I feel like I might have to have a crack at freehand. What's the logo? Zion, isn't it? Xeon icon. Oh, dude, I can't draw that. There's no way. Sure, can I get little transfers, little mini transfers, please? I don't want to freehand him. Sure I can. Oh, bro, no. Do all of this work to paint up a nice, crisp, heavy metal Gundam, and then just fug it right up by being a potato and trying to draw. It looks like it's quite difficult to do by hand. Oh, surely I can get transfers. Yeah, I'd have to. Maybe not the one for the chest. It's the Neo Xeon one I want, or is it just the Xeon one? It doesn't matter. Either way, they're both hard. Just Xeon. I mean, Xeon looks easier than Neo Xeon, but it's still not that easy. I think I could get a mask done. HG decal 28. Okay, I will have to make my way to the Gundam shop. That's what, like 45 minutes from my place, and see if he's got it. Or do I just order online? I mean, I don't need to necessarily put on this model now, because I could just varnish it afterwards, you know? Like, I could finish the miniature, order said transfers, and then apply the transfers when I finally get them. I got transfers with my Dynamis, but that's probably not going to have the ones I want, is it? MG are too big. Okay. Yeah, this guy's pretty little. He's a pretty little guy. Thankfully, because this does have a bunch of rounded edges that we highlighted yesterday, does mean we don't need to dot a heap of stuff. Do you think eventually you'll be able to pick these up on eBay for cheap? You know what I mean? Like there'll be people that are into trading cards, but not so much the miniatures. Not in Asia. Very, very popular in Asia, you reckon? Am I going to build a Gundam army? I don't know. Like, I don't think you need to for the tabletop. I think my 3 Zaku is it. And then if they bring out more miniatures, I'll only get the ones that are related to that faction, like Xeon. I'm just going to mute myself for a sec. Oh, back. It might actually be it, or just down here. All right, we are dotted up. It is time. It is time to do that battle damage. So we can put some of this back. I don't need that out. What are we going to do for the battle damage? Skaven Blight. Storm Vermin Fur might be good just by itself. I think that could be the go. I think that could be the go. Now, should I do battle damage before I start doing it? Should I do it? Or do I just keep it like this? That is the question. Yes, battle damage. Okay. Enough, I don't think. It's not dark enough. There's a video showing a mini game. The board is small, 8 tiles short end and 10 to 14 long, so it won't be massive. No, I think it's like a Underhive game or whatever it is. What's that Warhammer Underworlds? The one that's played with the hexagons. I think this is going to be very similar. Okay, let's go with that. Corvus Black and Storm Vermin Fur. Hey, Tattooed Zoologist, how you doing? Good to hear. You love to hear it. I should write this down. Where's my pen? I don't have a pen. What the hell? What the helly? How can I lose all my pens? I'll just save it on my phone for now. All right, at least I've got it. At least I've got it saved. So the idea behind this is that I try and do some micro scratches like I've been doing, and you can't go overboard when you're sort of painting heavy metal because it can look a bit strange if you just do all this real nice clean edge highlighting and then just cover it with scratches. Definitely don't want to do that. And then we come back with our secondary edge highlight that we used, Luganeth Orange. we're going to go like this. And I would say that through all of my years of painting heavy metal, or trying to paint heavy metal, doing this step, the micro scratches, and having it look random and having it look good is actually quite tough. It's quite tough. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. One of the hardest ones is creating the patterns and not having them like form an actual pattern, because, you know, as humans, we sort of naturally do that. You're terrible. It's tough. It's tough to do. You're playing with a Duchess that doesn't use their skill. That's a bit silly. Free damage. They don't use the free damage. It's like the Ironized that don't use. It's like the Ironized that don't use their mark. It's weird. I might, on this battle damage, do little sections like this and then highlight them to work out if I need to put any more battle damage in that given area, if that makes sense. Instead of just doing the whole model. I think I might need to thin this a bit more. Teensy, how you doing? You know what? When I started streaming today, a thing popped up saying that I couldn't stream on TikTok. It said that my live streaming had been revoked on TikTok. I don't know why, but Anyway, doesn't really matter. And I couldn't get it to switch back on. But it feels good not having to glance over to the left to read TikTok. I've thinned this too much. This Loganeth orange. As you can see. It's alright, we can just come back with that Skaven Blight Dinge. I mean, it definitely helps with those thighs. Definitely helps with the thighs. Thank you, Hoon. That's too thick. PC is set up. Si, senor. Don't know why the camera is flicking every now and then though. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Everdark Sovereign was delayed because of a tsunami. Time to warm up, yeah. I don't know, dude. You'd have to. Let me look. Elden Ring Night Rain patch 1.02 release postponed due to the tsunami warning following the earthquake near the Kamchatka Peninsula. We've decided to postpone the distribution of the Elden Ring Night Rain patch 102, which was scheduled for today. Yeah, someone, like seriously, can't someone just hit the update button from a remote PC? The game's dying more every day and they keep pushing stuff back. Kind of feels like they just want easy cash with least effort. Oh man. People are so disconnected. I mean, to be fair, Marvin, about 15 minutes ago when I was chatting to Avi about it, I was like, I mean, surely it's just like, it doesn't even, someone doesn't even need to push a button. Surely it was just like automatically there to just update. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't even need to be someone physically pushing a button to go live, you know? Anyway, they said it's tomorrow, so it's been delayed by a day. Being delayed by a day. I did get a couple of warm-up games in with some randos. One of them was against the Frost Dragon. That's probably enough for the front of that leg, I'm thinking. Maybe we'll just do it. Maybe we'll just do a little one here. Oh, I get that it's taken ages for the update to come out, which I would like for more consistent updates to come out, but it is what it is. I just find for me it's just weird. There cannot be a dude that's sitting at FromSoft. He's just waiting to push a button. Oh, it's wait. Oh. That needs an edge highlight there. Your character just died in D&D. What did you do, Nath? Useless teammate. I mean, yeah. Look, Elden Ring when it was released, they were quick with the updates, and at some stage it needs to slow down. They can't possibly keep the speed up that they did. as a Night Rain enjoyer, I would like more, but I understand that they can't always give more. They've already done more than what Space Marine did, though. Space Marine 2 don't give a fuck. They took a whole year to get the horde mode out, and then I don't even think people really care anymore. The guy complaining is probably a guy that goes to the Nokron City on day one. Like an idiot anyway. Half an hour, guys, and we will do the live stream community showcase to get your posts in that thread, and we will show people what you have been working on. I think we had some Gunpla. Was it last night we had some Gunpla? I think that's a good amount. Now to do it on this side, but try and not mirror it. Hellcat, thank you very much for the follow. We talking the cars? We talking the cars, Hellcat? I want to hook a brother up in Australia with a Hellcat. That'd be cool. Although I probably couldn't get it up and down the driveway. I struggle with my ute. And the Monaro struggles. The Monaro probably struggles more. Maybe. See ya, Buddha. Take it easy, big fella. Talk us through the run. What's happening, Harvey? Let's go down here with it, actually. They want to fight Bell Bearing Hunter at level 6. No. Ain't no way. I had two guys that I was playing with today that wanted to fight a dragon of the hills. Well, they wanted to fight a dragon at level 6. I was like, no. Especially it was in the ravine as well. If the dragon's out in the open, like if it's in the lake and you've got 3 people who know a dragon's moveset, yeah, okay. Fight it at level 6. But not in a confined space, and definitely not out the front of Nokron. Dragons are really, really easy to fight, but if they can fly up on top of like an elevated surface, they become so frustrating. But yeah, don't fight Bell Bearing Hunter at level 6. Don't fight Bell Bearing Hunter unless you're level 10. That man will ruin you. They quite literally left out the stagger animation from your ultimate off his game model. Like, they left it off deliberately. Funnily enough, the Grafted Scion does the same thing. But he's no Bell Bearing Hunter. He is definitely no Bell Bearing Hunter. Just don't know exactly where I want to put. These are going to take longer than a Space Marine now. They initially weren't. They are now. Lucky I only need to paint 3. Lucky I only need to paint 3. Could have sponged it, but I feel like I would have lost control with the sponge. You can. You can definitely do battle damage prior to painting. You can do that for sure. I think depending on how you paint your miniatures, so like with the heavy metal paint style, you're better just painting the chips on. Like it just looks a bit more surface level scratches with heavy metal. But you could for sure go in with a scalpel. Some people definitely do, like especially the guys that do like painting competitions. Like they're probably more likely to do actual battle damage to their miniature and then paint it. Missed Games, thank you very much for the follow as well. Appreciate it. I have seen the weathering pencils. I don't know if I like the weathering pencils. I've seen them do it and they just like tap the model. I get it for like a speed type of thing. But yeah. Do you know what though? I have seen people using grey leads. I had this masterclass book that was done by the people that painted a bunch of models for Forge World, and they actually used a grey lead for some of their weathering. So you obviously want to varnish. You definitely want to varnish your model if you're going to use a grey lead, because you will just get shit all over your hands. Every time you altered with Sebastian, he did his Black Flame Azure. Raider altered and blocked. Oh, yeah. This is the hard part when you verse Libra and you're playing with randos. There's no comms, so you're alting all at the same time. Maybe even if there wasn't an experience-based matchmaking, because I get that would make it hard for like 3 noobs to do bosses. But maybe if there was a profile thing and it was like, this person has cleared this boss this many times, or they've done this many runs and they've cleared this, so that people will more likely follow your advice in game, your pings and stuff. Because I don't know what it is. The last couple of times I've played, and I didn't play for like 3 or 4 days, for however long I didn't have my PC. People want to go to those castles that have the golem in it, or the Virgin Abductor, or the Lord Sworn Knight, where you only get a weapon. You only get like a shitty blue weapon, and you can't get a dormant power, and there is a chance to get a stone sword key, but like, I just don't like it. I don't like it. They're a waste. For me, they're a waste of time. Marvin and I don't know if we've played with noobs before, but we have definitely hard carried some people in terms of like the sheer amount of damage we've done to a boss compared to our teammate. 10 minutes, guys, and we will do the live stream community showcase. For those that are new to the channel, we have a Discord, and there is a thread that is named the live stream community showcase. You can upload your hobby that you're working on, and we will show everyone else what you're working on. It's only for people that are currently on the stream though. Some people are uploading stuff in there and they're not on stream. That's not what it's for. There's plenty of other threads for that. This is for people that are supporting the channel right now. And by supporting the channel, I just mean watching, right? Does it mean you're subbed? I am, geez, what is with Twitch names? I am me Dio Krieger. Come on. Oh, mediocre. Oh, that was very hard to read. I do not struggle to read at the best of times. I can read words when they're put together like an actual proper word with letters that make sense. Desperate times call for desperate names. No, it's not that bad. Now that I look at it, it makes sense. But when I'm painting, I love the support Marvin gives a new person to the channel over me. He's like, Justin can't fucking read, but your name's sick. I like how this was going to be just like a simple double-edge highlight. Heavy metal inspired paint job. Now I'm going to spend like 2 streams doing battle damage. Shit. And I, of course, have to do it on the other Zakus. Embrace slap chop, never. Never. I would prefer to pay for 20 first dates with no possibility of ever getting a second date over embracing slap chop. That's very specific. That's a good amount, I think. I think if I start adding more, it's just going to be too much. Like I'm happy to do some more of like just the orange ones, but I don't think I need any more of the full chip, the full grey chip on the lower part. Raider. This is a classic Nath thing where you just make a statement but don't explain why it was wild. Are we getting the information on why it was wild? You knew it? Of course you did. do you mean trying to figure out the new class? Hang on. Do you still have to hang around with that same group of friends and play with a new character and they get all their other ones? I know your character died, but wouldn't you just be like, I'll see you guys when you finish this campaign, whenever that is? And then just take every Wednesday off? The sass. The sass. All right, let's see what you guys have been working on. I think I set this up previously. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, Jolly Roger with the full underworld. The red, I just like the pop of red. It's actually really cool. Very unique. Very unique. Oh, this is that, is this Lensk? Is her name Lensk or something? Was she like one of those Warhammer Plus models? Gunpla. Look at this dude. You got like a bunch of beam cannons. This is Zaku or similar. These chunky boys. They're called funnels. Are they just all cannons though? That dude's cool. Ah, got ya. Split off and fly around. Got ya. Hey, this is that one that Marvin was talking about. Zabi. So is this... So this is Char... This is Char's suit. Is this thing... Is this like based off of Zaku and then they just like... They like added extra stuff to it? Because it's still sort of got that silhouette in a way. You know what I mean? I mean, it's probably... That's Xeon's like aesthetic, isn't it? Alright, we are going to paint for another 25 minutes. I'm going to paint for another 25 minutes. I don't think we're going to get all the battle damage done on the orange. We will see how we go. I do think we will get all of the battle damage done tomorrow, though, on tomorrow's stream. So then that will mean Friday will be Metallics. And Metallics is just going to be one stream. Like, we'll get them done real easy. That's not like me stitching myself up. Like, they will actually be easy. Any tips for newbies? Yep. Enjoy the process because it can be a little bit stressful. I know there's some people that get intimidated by certain models and they're just they've got a fear of stuffing models up. Don't have that fear of stuffing up. Just enjoy it. Realize that it is a process. And that the more you paint, the better you'll get at it. Ask plenty of questions. Like, if you've got specific questions you want to ask, feel free to come in this stream and ask. Tink, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, if you've got specific questions you want to ask, like thinning paint or applying edge highlights, shout out. Don't be a stranger. Or if there's specific paint styles you like, let's just say there's someone on Instagram you're like, man, I really like the way they do this. Be really polite and ask them. It's people have got patrons nowadays though, so like they might not be as willing to share their stuff. I know that some people have been saying that there are people out there that aren't even sharing like simple recipes. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone was like, hey dude, how did you achieve that orange armor for Char's Zaku, I would give you the recipe. Sazabi starts off as Moon Gundam, then becomes Vargal, and then Sazabi. See, this is all news to me. And do you know what? I think I've actually watched that series. I think when I was living with my friend Will at the time, he's like, you have to watch this. If you're going to watch these, you need to watch this. Do I do some battle damage on the shoulder spikes? I probably should. Like he's actually been shoulder ramming people. That is Motorbike Will. It certainly is Motorbike Will. He would very much get around this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, mediocre. Just have fun with it. Honestly, just have fun and enjoy the process. Realize that your first miniature, like, I think one of the things which can be frustrating about painting is not being able to achieve what you've got in your mind, because you don't have that brush control yet, or you typically don't. Some people do. So just know that's developed over time. You will get better with your brush control. Wonder if I had to break it down into a few things things to like look at doing is thinning your paints correctly, working on your brush control, color palette. I think color palette's actually something that's often overlooked because it's not something that naturally comes to people, I don't think. And it can, you know, I don't think it can necessarily break a model, but it can make one in terms of make or break a miniature. And to create, thank you very much for the raid. How are we doing? How's your stream? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. I do it all the time. Zaku 2 already looks awesome. A and A create. Got ya. What were you working on? What were you working on your stream? I normally paint Warhammer. As you can see, I've got some Blood Angel Terminators spinning on the finished projects example. I do tutorials mainly for Warhammer. So like I paint this stuff on stream and then turn it into a tutorial, except the Gundam card game came out, so you build Gunpla. I got one Gunpla, man. I built the chess piece and then I was just like, oh, I can't, it's tough. Man, I have such appreciation for people that can build Gunpla and build it well. Not my thing. Well, painting's more my thing. If I had the time, well, like I've got the time to do it, but I would prefer to spend the time painting, if that makes sense. All right, I think I need to, we'll do this spike. I want to do some battle damage on one of the spikes, but it will look weird if I do that front one because it'll just look like there's gray on the front of it. So we'll do this one because you can actually see the highlight. Yeah, that's why I'm painting these. I've wanted to paint a Gundam for a long time. Like I said, I bought what did I buy? A master grade, I think, Dynamis, because he's like my favorite Gundam. But I just never got around to building him. And then this card game came out. And these are way easier to build. So yeah, I'm just going to paint up the Xeon Rush, which I think is the coolest box personally. The color, yeah, so I used a lot of different artworks as inspiration and then tried to apply those colors for the painting technique that I like to use, which is the Games Workshop Heavy Metal. So the first thing I was trying to work out was his like orange, which ended up being like this, and I think it's close, sort of like a peach sort of orange. So if the Gundam fans are happy with the color, then I guess I've done well. I do have some good experience with reds. I do. Yeah, I don't think I got this color exactly right. It looks all right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now we're just doing the time-consuming part of adding some micro battle damage, which does take a lot of time, you know, because, you know, like I don't want to go over the top. We do all this hard work doing all these nice, clean double edge highlights, and then I can just absolutely destroy it. They change all the time. Yeah, I know, but I like to be lore accurate. I like to be lore accurate. And I know that the greens and stuff have changed with the Zaku 2s over time, depending on what comic they're in and stuff like that, but I like to do them justice. And even though I know minimal about Gundam, I think Char's sort of like a pretty important character, so have to get his Zaku right. And then yeah, hopefully they do come out with his Sananju, or however you pronounce it, because that'll be wicked to paint. That'll be wicked. I keep on rubbing the paint off the tip of the spikes. I appreciate the raid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the follow as well. When did I start this guy? Saturday. So it's going to take me about, no, was it Saturday? No. Anyway, it's going to take me about a week to paint each Zaku, I think. The others maybe not, because I'm going to batch them. We'll paint them together. So I don't think they will take 2 weeks to paint. We're going to come back with the battle damage. I've just mutilated that edge highlight. So seeing as there's probably some more Gundam fans in chat, this guy's getting close to being finished. Maybe tomorrow. However, they do come with a 50mm disc base. What do you guys suggest? Like, honestly, what do you suggest? Should I just keep it nice and simple and black? I'll just spray it black and then give it a matte varnish, the same varnish that I'm going to apply on this guy. Or do I make a sort of, it won't be super fancy, but a fancy base for him? I was thinking it could just be in a city with like a road, or maybe on a ship, like a mech based or a mech themed base. Space asteroid. I mean, space asteroid would be pretty simple. That'd just be some texture paint. I could do that. I did think Blackstone Fortress. It is for the tabletop game. It is. It can be. They said that you can use it for the TCG. They're like, you can use it as a token. So like when you play Char Zaku, you can place this on top of the card. But there's like a heap of suits that don't have miniatures yet. So that'd be a little bit weird, and it would make the game, it would just be strange. So I am painting it for the tabletop game when it finally comes out next year. I don't know if I'll play the TCG. Like I've played it on mobile, the learn how to play. It's cool, it's fun, but I did start Saturday. Okay, that's cool. Look, Logo, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. Here's another question, because I mean, it's probably not, these three aren't going to be the last little Gundam models I paint. You think it's worth making a tutorial? They'd be shorter tutorials than the Warhammer ones, that's for sure. Thank you, McLogo. Thank you very much. You like the sound of a shorter tutorial? Yeah. All right. It won't be on these next ones, but we'll do it for other ones. We'll do it for other ones. Maybe I'll get one of the other starter boxes. Bring heavy metal. I'll bring heavy metal painting to Gunpla. Paint tall geese. If they come in this size, I think I'll just leave it to the the ones that are going to be tabletop. I think that will be the limitation. If like, they'll probably make a tall geese for the tabletop, I imagine. It is in the other box, is it? Which box is it in? Oh, wings. Wings of Advance. Yeah, I could do that. Tall Geese is sick. I only know of Tall Geese because of the TCG. I like playing that card. Yeah, Tall Geese is wicked. I could paint him. I could paint the shit out of him. That's a lot of white. That's a lot of white. Maybe I just paint every starter box. I can't say that name. Tortado, is it? I can't say that name. Every box is still only, what, 12 miniatures? Then we could play, play the tabletop game with every miniature. Imagine getting so ahead of the curve, Marvin. Imagine getting so ahead of the curve when it comes to the Gundam tabletop game. You've got every single miniature painted. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not saying I can do it, but I'm saying maybe I could do it. Having said that, though, quickly looking at Tall Geese, he's that thing will take as long as 3 Zakus. that thing would take as long as 3 Zakus to paint. Fucking wild. Same with that. What's that other one? It's white. Yeah. Same with the seed set. Seed set would take a while as well. Please put it into English. Oh, wait, I can. No way. Get cards, learn rules. No, I don't need to learn more. I know of this game. Participate in events? Official Instagram. Yeah, I mean, I did individually mask some areas, except it was just the main stuff. It was the main stuff. All right, I need to definitely tag Gundam TCG when I post my miniature, because it would be nice to get their attention, you know. All right, on that note right there, guys, I think that's a good time to finish. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time. So wind your clock back 2 hours, and that is when the stream starts. And we will continue work on Char Zaku. We will be doing more micro battle damage. However, we've got the head and then the shield arm to do. So we haven't got a tremendous amount left. And then we will do a small amount of battle damage on, I don't know, what is this? It looks like he's wearing a little jumpsuit. Whatever this part of the model is called. We'll do some battle damage on that too. But it'll have to be a different color. It can't be this color because that won't stand out that well. It'll probably just have to be a gray. Anyway, enjoy your day. Thank you very much for the raid. And if any of the raiders hung around, thank you very much for that. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.